managed to steal a single. Could have been avoided.
The run rates changed for Nepal. They were above the required run rate. Now they're falling behind.
Yes, and the required run rate now 4.28. The moment it starts going towards that 5 run and over mark on this track, it can be a little difficult. We've seen how the middle overs have been always tough on the batters in the last 4 ODIs out here. So Jinder once again. Shot and played on the offside to end the over. 29 gone. 113 for 3 Nepal in pursuit of 194. Nepal need 82 runs to win in 112 deliveries. Dev Kanel and Kushal Burtel at the crease. Another wicket out here might set in some panic in the Nepal camp.
It surely will. Catch it is the call. Will be a chase. Yuvraj Samra cutting it off well. Saving 2 runs.
$115 for 3. 80 more needed in 110 balls. Tossed up nicely and defended.
Dev Khanal against Shahid Ahmed Zai. I think we had to see Raymond Bino come to bowl. Munir Ahmed does well to stop that one. End of 30th over. The follow wickets. The first one was on 31 and then later come at 96.
And 108. 30 overs gone. 115 for 3. We are in for an interesting finish. Nicely bowled by Sukhjinder once again. He's been really tight with his line. Tapping it around for another single.
Not a big difference. I think 1 run's difference. Canada is trying to creep back in the game, the high performance side, to be precise.
That looks close and given.
And one more time, Dave Cannell says that it was bat. Very unlucky. It is the second time has been dismissed. Purely unhappy.
As we see the replay coming up on screen, Dave Cannell slightly disappointed with the decision. Not sure if we can make out if there was an inside edge or not, but he definitely suggested to the umpire that he nicked it. Well, hard to say, hard to tell from this angle.
The damage done. That's tough to recall because the decisions made in second time. Dave Cannell had the opportunity to bat, then dismissed in the similar fashion.
Which brings Dipendra Singh Airi to the crease. Would be interesting to see how he and Kushal Burtel now approach this chase. It's a little tricky out there now. 79 still needed in 105 balls. And we have seen teams chasing have struggled a bit in the last 2 or 3 games, especially in the middle overs phase. Sukhjinder doing well to pick up a second wicket. And that is beautifully bowled. Once again, looping it up. The ball dipping on him.
Not an easy surface to bat on. Look at him. He's played that almost. Still, despite playing with the line, he's toppled.
That's a lot of deviation of the surface. The ball literally going towards first slip.
For Canada High Performance to win, I raised the wicket.
Slightly shorter this time.
Tapped away. His timed that really well. Fielder trying to cut that out and still 2 runs. A ball remains.
I think the key here, Abdul, is for Sukhjinder and Ahmed Zaid to pitch the ball up. We've seen that whenever it's pitched up, the ball seems to hold on to the surface and do something different. Whenever it's shorter, you can see the batters are much more comfortable playing it.
And that's how they've been managing to get the deviations. And soft hands has been the key for Aire. We'll come back for another second run.
Which brings us to the end of the over. 31 done. 120 for 4. Ahmed Zaid to continue and takes the pad on the way, I believe. The batter suggesting that it came off his hip. Interesting.
With the type of turn, it's unrecognizable to know that if it's pad, bad, or actually the turn.
Extremely difficult conditions to bat. Once again, tossed up, and this could be another wicket, and it is. Ahmed Zaid going across the non-striker and taking a really good catch. Leading edge, coming straight back at the bowler.
He pushed it with soft, hard hands there and a good catch despite Aire blocking his view. And Shahid Ahmed Zaid Bags another one.
And this is game turning once again. 5 wickets down. This is a great angle to view the catch. As you can see, he's running across the non-striker. He was blinded by him for a while. And a really good catch completed by Ahmed Zai. Just goes to show that the further you pitch the ball and get the batter to drive, it's going to be more difficult for them to get it off the middle of the bat. The series also has been played in good spirits out here, Abdul.
Yeah, I mean, I knows a lot of Canadian players, and he's got great rapport with them because earlier the dismissal when Yuvraj was dismissed, he gave him a pat back on his shoulder for a difficult ball when he dismissed, and then he's come here a couple of times playing GT20, and he's been one of the prominent names for Nepal.
Yes, I think that's one really good thing which has happened in world cricket of late in the last couple of decades, if I may say so. All these leagues and competitions running across the world have definitely brought players and cultures and countries together.
Surely, when you see Ashes being one league that's hard fought, and then when the Australian players and the England players, when they have Big Bash or Indian Premier League, when they go, they leave that hard fighting spirit aside and they collaborate well.
Karan Casey, the new ball bowler, comes on to bat and lucky there to get a bottom edge going back behind the stumps.
Arya was halfway down his crease for the third one. One thing is for sure that look at Ire's speed. He hasn't reached yet, RF, and Ire is ready for the third one and he's halfway down too. So you have to be really on your fitness peak to run with Dipendra Singh Ire.
Correction there. It's Mohammad Arif Sheikh, the batter. Trying to sweep this one and missing it out completely, giving out an easy single.
Called as a bye. Yeah, because there's no connection. 2 wickets in the over, and we'll call it off with this ball. Yeah, 32 for 123 for 6.
But they changed it because that should have been 3. They changed it to 2. Yeah. Oh, technically, yeah. No, I don't think so. Are you sure? Unless they said that you were not out and you have to go back in. Yeah. Interesting field here. Another additional slip in place, more like a gully. And he plays it over the offside this time for a welcome boundary.
He slams that one right there, was shot wide, and was there inviting Arif Sheikh to hit over the covers.
Yeah, not his best delivery, especially after getting an additional fielder in the slip cordon. He needs to pitch the ball up, invite the batter to drive or poke at it. This time, the ball sliding down the leg
Case
side.
for Yuvraj.
Looking for the second and should be easy in the end.
There's Raymond Bino on field. He can be an option that the high performance side can look into to get him to bowl.
Nepal still needs 66 runs to win. In the air. Falls in no man's land. The fielders out there are a little aggrieved with the effort in the deep.
I think it was Oliver Cox's call who was standing at the sweeper and is saying that he might not have been able to
See the ball in
find the
the
ball.
sun?
Yeah.
Yep. An ordinary effort in the end, I must say. Canada need to kind of field well to win this game as he attempts another sweep. Good bowling this by Sukhjinder. That's the line and that's the length that he has to be targeting. Get the batter to do something different. The shorter ball is easier to hit. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Once again, looking for that LBW this time.
Sukhjinder Singh has been effective for the high performance team. His introduction has surely made tries of catches that'll chase the ball down to the fence and will be 4 runs for Dipendra Singh Aire. Not sure if that's the direction he wanted to go for, but he'll get 4 runs behind the wicket keeper.
Change in bowling. Zahid Shirzad brought back into the attack by Canada. Side to Dipendra Singh Aire, who has a slash outside the off stump. Did not make connection. Side had a good opening spell. Was unlucky not to get a couple of wickets. Two catches being dropped off him. 61 needed still in 89 balls. Mohammad Arif Sheikh and Dipendra Singh Aire at the crease for Nepal. Short, could not take advantage of it. Batters having a chat in the middle. A lot of wear and tear on the wicket. We've seen over the last 4 to 5 games. But they have produced some amazing cricket for sure, these wickets. Challenging for the batters, but good as a viewer to watch. Slightly wide again. Played on the offside. Would be looking for two. Saeed has been slightly wide in this over. Interestingly, he's bowling a wide off the off stump line.
Very different to the regulatories than his conventional length. Zahid Shirzad bowls straighter. Much better. This is much like him, where he bowls between the fourth and fifth stump or seeing the three sticks for himself. Arif Sheikh and Dipendra Singh Aire, especially Aire's wicket, will be much prized than Arif Sheikh. And that's what we'll be able to hear from the field. Just one wicket away that they're looking for. A ball remains. Zahid Shirzad's bowled the 3 no balls so far.
Aire trying to check his guard, trying to take a middle stump guard.
I'm sure might be a little difficult for the umpire to identify as well with the crease being rubbed off. Because from here, you definitely cannot see where the crease is.
End of the over. 138 for 6 in
Looks
34
like
overs.
they are going to call Raymond Bino, is what I sense. And he might hold the key for the high performance side to win. Very highly rated on his economy. And a very different spin action. Likes to bowl flatter and much quicker. This is the time. Finally, Bino comes on to bowl for the very first time in this high performance series. I love his action, the way he swivels his arms across, getting that momentum and pace. A skiddy bowler. Hard to read. Look at him. Starts the job from the very first ball. Different spinners having a different set of actions and different tactics. Uses his hands more. It's much easier for him to know what he's doing because the amount of league cricket he's played, a familiar face between the stumps, likes that line. If he's bowling faster, that means he's going to bowl it flatter and fast. He knows his trajectory well. He's from Barbados. Played with the likes of Carlos Brathwaite.
Nicely bowled. This is a great start out here by Raymond. Four dot balls.
Surely, if Dipendra Singh Aire and Arif Sheikh's able to take him on, then Canada will be answerless. Like blank paper. Yes, no, calls of danger, Abao. Throw could have been better. The fielding should have been better.
This time push slightly quicker.
Three keepers being changed in the series. Anwar Tadgur being injured. Later was replaced by Nicholas Manohar. Now, Bismillah Ali Khil. 35 done, 139 for 6.
Zahid Shahzad continuing from the pavilion end. Looking for a quick single out here.
Oh, come on,
And this looks like trouble for Nepal.
And the wicket they are looking out for, Dipendra Singh Aire, has been run out with their own mistake. It was Aire's call. Arif Sheikh responded and he made it home. Aire knew straight away. He sacrificed his wicket for the call he gave. And very easy wicket. I thought it would be very difficult in the hunt for Dipendra Singh Aire's wicket. A run out here. Would we have a twist in the tail?
Well, this is also an outcome of the pressure created by Raymond from the previous over, I believe. That was a great over to start off. And that kind of created this pressure, and they were looking for a single which was non existent. And this is what good bowling can do from one end. It produces a wicket from nowhere. As we see Kushal Mala making his way to the middle.
I think 2 more wickets, considering that Dave Khanal's batted 2 times. Not sure if that's how we are going to be proceeding. If yes, then 2 wickets. If no, we've got 3 wickets to go down. Canada high performance side looking to draw the series. 56 required in 76.
The game is now nicely poised for a finish. Still have 56 runs left to score, Nepal, of 76 deliveries. Zahid Shahzad coming round the wicket now. That's a really good take by the keeper down the leg side. Called a wide though.
It is now Shirzad to clean up the tail with Arif Sheikh and Kushal Mala. Takes away, gets away with a single.
Good running in the end. Was a tight one, but an early call. Here comes Zahid to Muhammad Arif Sheikh. Looks to hit it down the ground. Long on coming into the picture. Restricts it to one.
3 wickets. What do you think? It was all Nepal's game, and suddenly, with the runs being stopped, wickets falling, the equation has turned the other way around.
Absolutely. I think it's a very even contest now, leaning more towards Canada. Nepal was well and truly in the game. And now it looks like Canada are really slowly and steadily climbing up as favorites to win this.
I think Bino's over will be much better than using Shirzad or any pacer, just because they want to keep Zaid Shirzad. For the N is been bowling recklessly, no balls, without any control. Indeed, he can pick wickets for sure, but no balls and wides have been a concern.
Nicely bowled, and they decide against the run. Vishal Mala taking strike. Outside edge, down to third man for a single, which brings us to the end of the 36th over.
144 for 7, 51 required in 73.
Raymond continuing from the northern end. Bowled a really good first over. Tightening the noose on Nepal. Coming round the wicket to the left-hander. It's the kind of action which you can get a bit confused with. Can take some time to get used to it. A lot of hand movements and gestures while coming into the bowling crease, into his delivery stride. Getting more cold, man. What's that? Uh, that's interesting, man. You should do that in between. Nicely bowled once again. Looking for that quick single sent back. Some pressure being applied here by Canada. You can see signs of desperation by Nepal. They're looking to get some quick singles, but good fielding out here by Canada. Once again, short and wide, could not put it away. This time, put away to third man and would be at least two, looking for the third, and makes it completely easily in the end. A rare, poor delivery there. Wide outside off stump, short and wide, which brings now the right-hander back on strike. Raymond. Mohammad Arif Sheikh, and that beat the outside edge. It looks like there was an appeal by the keeper. Even not out. End of the over. 37 gone, 147 for 7. Nepal still need 48 runs and 66 balls. 3 wickets in hand. Here comes Zaid Shahzad round the wicket to Kushal Mala, who tucks it around the leg side for a single. 148 for 7. Dot ball. Nicely bowled by Zahid Sirzad. An appeal for LBW. Definitely a bit high. The umpires are constantly being tested. Yes, for sure that was high. In line with the stumps, but definitely going above. .47 still needed in 63 balls for Nepal. Driven to mid-off. And I've tightened the noose a bit in the last few overs. They've cut down the flow of runs.